So, our new mayor, Olivia Chow, she has suggested and is trying to move through the voting channels three new revenue tools. Revenue tools, for those of you who are new to this channel, also translate to taxes. Of these three tools, there's one in particular that I think is a major concern. The three tools in place that Mayor Chow is looking to move through are number one, the removal of a cap of $5 an hour for municipal parking areas. Number two, a land transfer tax on properties north of $3 million. And number three, a 1% sales tax on goods and services purchased within the 416 or the Toronto boundaries. For me, number three, the tax situation of sales tax on purchases in the 416 is the biggest issue I see with this platform. We'll get to land transfer tax in a second, but let's for one moment analyze what a sales tax means for Torontonian business owners as well as purchasers. If you can purchase in Pickering or Vaughan the same product that you can purchase in Toronto, however, you have to pay 1% more on tax, where are you going? Where are you spending your money? The same thing goes for restaurants. If you're looking to go out for a night on the town, but there's more tax in the city and less tax in the 905, I'd argue a lot of people will be looking at spending their money outside of the 416. The second thing that I want to highlight here is the removal of $5 parking caps. I have no doubt that Green P and municipal parking supplies an incredible revenue stream to the city of Toronto. And quite honestly, as long as it's within moderation of other parking comparisons in the area, I actually think that this is an okay idea. I'm not happy about it, but I understand we are running a deficit. Now, number three, she is looking at increasing the land transfer tax on all properties north of $3 million. Now, I will say this only affects 2% of Torontonians. So we have 98% that are living in homes south of $3 million. However, the burden of land transfer tax in the city of Toronto will move high net worth people to Mississauga, to Oakville, to Woodbridge, to Vaughan, to Pickering, to Ajax, and to elsewhere. Mayor Chow, I believe that the statement more tax equals less incentive is something that echoes throughout the 416 and throughout the city of Toronto. I understand that there's a challenge out there, and the challenge is how do we supply affordable housing, transit, services, support to our city as we grow without more taxes? And quite honestly, I think that's a hard question for anyone to answer. And I applaud Mayor Chow for actually trying to find a solution. And I know how this goes. Half of the people out there are going to have an issue with the solution, half might say it's okay. For me personally, I do have an issue with this solution. I believe that it's prohibitive for a lot of people. I spoke to an M&A lawyer who's looking to move out of this city and work remote in Dubai or Singapore because of the taxation. I spoke to a small owner of a barber shop who's not looking to increase his footprint and his lease because, quite honestly, the labor costs are too high. I spoke to another client who's actually thinking about moving not within the city of Toronto, but moving and exploring the 905 for a place to raise his family because, quite honestly, working remote doesn't mean he needs the short commute into the office. There are tons of vacancies with regards to commercial office space throughout the city of Toronto. And quite honestly, as people immigrate to the city, I do believe a lot of them will be looking to the 905 for where to live. So here's my question for the general public. What do you do? It's easy to point the finger. It's more hard to come up with solutions. For me, I'm going to create a part two to this video with some suggestions that I hope might make sense. I do believe in a free market where people look out for each other within social constraints and with government playing a smaller role but a vital role as a partner in our community. And I hope that collectively as a city, we champion the services that are needed, but at the same time, we're mindful with our pocketbook. I also believe that there's inflation within the bureaucracy of our government. And I do believe that we need to trim the fat and manage where our tax dollars are going. If you have any comments on this, comment below. It's not an easy job being the mayor of a city like this. It's not an easy job balancing the budget. And the One way out is to increase taxes. However, there's got to be a better way, Toronto. Let me know what you think. And as always, if you'd like to book a conversation with me, click the Calendly link below, and I'm happy to book a discovery call to talk about your real estate needs. Thanks, guys.